Hey guys, we are T minus 3 hours, 39 minutes until John Bellion releases a single off his new album for the first time in 6 motherfucking years, guys. Okay.
Oh God.
Oh my God. I'm ready.
You're
I'm
like red
buzzing.
alert right now.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And I'm gonna record another podcast after this, and we'll see how that one goes. But
Oh
it's gonna
my.
be great. I'm
Which one
excited.
is that? Is that the sibling one?
Yes, observing the archives. If anybody out there hasn't heard it, it's about spooky shit. Ooh. But
Yeah.
it's
I
called
lo-
Kid again, guys. And it makes
Oh,
perfect
it's
sense
gonna give
because
me feelings,
I
isn't it?
feel like a kid again. And he released a whole 15-minute long video about the production and how he came about with it. Oh my God, it's so fucking brutal.
I love this for you.
I'm
Hell yeah.
thriving right now.
The writing.
Thriving.
Sorry, I thought you said arriving.
Oh, yeah. I'm arriving in the present because I've been disassociated for the past 6 years, John. 6 years.
John, when you hear this,
Because I know you listen. Actually, if he told us that he listened, I would literally leave the plane of existence that we currently call Earth. I would be
I know you would, and I love
gone.
that.
I would lose my fucking mind. Hello, and welcome to Saving People, Queering Things, the supernatural podcast where possession is 7/15 of the law.
woo,
Woohoo.
Today, you guessed it, we're pulling up to Season 7, Episode 15. It's Repo Man. I'm your host, Noah, pronouns he, him.
I am Elena, she, they.
And with us for the first time, the one, the only, the unstoppable, the infallible, the J Atlas.
hello everyone. I don't know infallible, but I can still get it up.
Well done.
And your pronouns, just for the record?
He, him.
Okay, cool. Oh, you can still get it up, guys. Now we all know. Awesome. Cool. I'm not going to be able to. Okay.
Your question of the day
The
now.
question of the day I've got for my two co-hosts who can both get it up is how fucking pissed were you about the dog dying, guys? Oh my God, I was beside myself. I was like, oh, pretty puppy. They better not fucking kill it.
I'm gonna be honest. I have certain criteria for what makes a dog, and that was just above like the guinea pig status. So I wasn't really upset so much as I was relieved that Swiffer got swept.
Good vibe to start the podcast with. Good vibe. Cool. I should have picked a better question. It's okay. Elena, let's move to you.
I was angered. I spent most of the episode agitated because it's not. This is one of those episodes that reminds me why I hate season 7. But the fact that he hurt a pupper was awful. But I have to be completely candid with the listeners that I did giggle only because the little thing where it throws the cone to show you he's killed it was so dumb.
So stupid. I was like,
That's just not even how that works. Like, you can tell that there's like a PA that's like crouching down and just goes and just throws it. And that made me laugh. So I'm angry that a pupper was brutalized, but I did giggle because it's supernatural.
This episode was the first one that I really realized was okay, this is really starting to become my comfort show in a bunch of different ways because
Interesting.
I watched Inside Out 2 just beforehand and almost had a fucking panic attack because of the representation of anxiety. I was like, oh my God, my heart is beating so fast right now. I hate this. I hate seeing this portrayed on screen. And then afterwards I was like, okay, let me go watch the episode of Supernatural I need to watch. And it helped me regulate a bit. I was like, hell yeah, okay. Supernatural calms me down. This is cool. This is a good vibe. And it's not even a great episode, it'd be one thing if it was a phenomenal episode and then that helped, but no.
I love this.
Great. Well, hey, now that you guys have met your hosts for today, it's time to catch you up. If you haven't watched Supernatural recently, here's what you've missed on the road so far. And so now we've got two options. We do a 30-second recap about the show up to this point, and then we do one about the episode, Jay, if you're unfamiliar. And It could be really funny to have Jay do the show so far instead of the episode.
Okay.
Because Jay, correct me if I'm wrong. Actually, that's how we really should have started it. What's your experience with Supernatural, Jay?
I watched a couple episodes in my life so I could troll Elena with references every once in a while.
He really does.
Other
I
than
believe
that, I saw the Scooby-Doo short, or the film, rather.
Okay.
And so there's that. Other than that, I am not the world's biggest fan of Supernatural.
That's fair. That's why we wanted to have you on the podcast.
Oh, yeah. I feel like I probably understand it as well as everyone else, with zero idea of what actually has transpired.
Fair. Okay. I like that.
Knock that shit over.
Are you feeling confident enough to give us a recap of the show up to this point?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I got this in the bag.
Okay. Elena, what do you think?
I think this is going to be sheer chaos, and I can't wait.
Okay. We made Hannah do it, so I feel like it's only fair we get Jade to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wouldn't
Okay.
even have considered it, but I can't wait to find out the results.
Okay, I will give you a little countdown, and then you've got 30 seconds to state your case. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so Finn and Jake, Dean and Sam are trying to take, I don't know, the Bible from East Coast to West Coast, and along their way they have to go up against these creatures, the bad guys, which we will call demons, just for a lack, for the common folk. I don't want to get too deep in the lore. And on their way, they sometimes do karate, they sometimes have a gun, and they're doing their best to help.
So solid. Honestly, you fucking nailed it. That's the show in a nutshell right there.
They take the Bible from East to West.
They're spreading the word of the Lord.
I mean,
it's an evangelical show.
Have you heard the good news about Chuck?
And that's what you missed on Glee.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I don't think I could have asked for a better recap.
Me neither.
I really like the part where you said Dean and Sam. Anyway, Elena, it's your turn to recap this week's episode. Are you ready?
Not at all. Let's do it.
Beautiful. 3, 2, 1, go.
So we start with a flashback, and there's this guy that has apparently been possessed, and he's doing really bad shit to a bunch of ladies, and the one lady's like, haha, we caught you, motherfucker, and he's like, haha, I'm gonna come back and get you. And then surprise, surprise, if it isn't the consequences of their own actions that come to follow up, when years later, the demon is back, except he doesn't want to be boyfriends with the person that possessed him before, and he's really mad. The person who he possessed is named Jeffery, and he's really mad about it, and so they end up having to kill the person and the demon, and it's a whole time.
Gorgeous. You fucking nailed that.
Thanks, bro.
I'm proud. Perfect. Well, hey, now that we're all perfectly, totally caught up and we know exactly what show we're talking about, it's time for this week's hunt. Today we're pulling up to Season 7, Episode 15, Repo Man, through the theme of delusion, which, speak on that, Jay. How did you feel the theme of delusions was brought about this episode?
Well, as I'm sure longtime fans know, Repo Man was portrayed by Barry Darsow, who wrestled for the WWF from 1991 to 1993.
Before I was born, yes. Please continue.
Oh, sorry. Those are the wrong notes. Wrong Repo Man.
My bad.
That being said, it was really again, as somebody who's new to Supernatural, not as a concept but as a consumption, it was interesting to watch Jeffrey unfold, and this perception that the demon was requiring him to behave this way. I mean, spoiler alert. Sorry, everyone.
Yeah.
Just seeing in the behavioral changes and like the unraveling of Jeffrey.
Hello, Jeffrey.
Going, hello, Jeffrey.
I had a weird take with Dean and Jeffrey. I've watched the show Community far too often. Every interaction, I was just thinking of like when Jeffrey was inside me. No.
No.
Yeah,
Is this a bit?
That feels too fitting.
Yeah, that's a really good reference.
Shit.
We love a cross fandom reference on this show.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, but I really did enjoy the like I said, that Jeffrey revelation.
Mm-hmm. It was done pretty well. The victim face that Jeffrey's putting on in the early episode when he's all like, wow, the things he made me do to those women. Oh my God, feel bad for me. But then at the end, it's revealed part that like he's into it.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Pretty sick, twisted fuck.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
What you made me do. Look what
Lucifer
you made.
is in this episode, and he's not the worst person in it. Like, what?
I did think Lucifer constantly threatening to tongue touch Sam's fart box was a little weird.
Constantly.
This episode reminded me why I so strongly dislike Mark Pellegrino's Lucifer.
Speak on that. Speak on that.
Lucifer, when he was introduced as a concept, was a scary, badass motherfucker. And then when he has this whole arc of Sam having delusions of him, they just turn him into like, haha, I'm a quirky guy who's messing with Sam and saying really sexist and racist things. Like, he just is awful, and I don't like it.
That's fair. I agree with you on almost all of it, yes. I feel like the I'm a quirky guy bit is him trying to fight against that idea, that concept of him as I'm actually one of the most powerful angels in creation and I could smite people. Like, he's actively trying to downplay that in a big way, but he's slimy as fuck and I don't like it.
Yeah, not a fan. We'll be happy when that arc is over.
It's just a bummer for me that he's fine looking, which I hate because he's a shitty ass person in real life, but he doesn't. He's pretty fine. I'm sorry, especially when he's covered in blood. I'm sorry, this has been well documented. We're not going to rehash that.
Yeah.
It's like the Skittles debate.
Though, because why? I'm so confused.
Can't explain it always, you know? Sometimes there's just
actors, Jeffrey was terrible.
Yes.
Everything about, like, every line, I was like, my guy, just one acting class, please, I beg of you.
Whose child are you? You had to get this through nepotism. Come on.
Yeah, like, just, yeah, a disaster.
I did like the revelation that the title of the episode, Repo Man,
is because
he's getting repossessed. Like, okay, I like that. That's some good shit.
See, Supernatural has the duality of like really well named episodes like that, where it's like a subtle sort of reference. It's like a play on words. But then it'll have other episodes. Like there's one that's called The Spear. Guess what's the main object of that episode? Like,
I was like, oh,
I don't know why they
it's
like
clever
have both of those things. It's either super basic because everyone was out of ideas, or it's like
on the head of a pin.
Yeah, appointment in Samara. Like, what the fuck? Like, it's so good.
I love it.
I don't know.
Even Monster Movie is really good.
Yeah.
It's basic, but like that's what. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Monster Moon. Yep.
That episode today is totally seed.
Oh yeah, it was one of your favorites. I remember you mentioning before.
Yeah, my favorite part was when they went to the insert noun.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and then they talked to the person that had a name and a body.
That was my favorite.
Yeah, it was really good.
That's good. I hate talking to people that don't have bodies.
There was also like some cinematography that was like existing.
Yeah. Speaking of bodies, I just want to jump into Jeffrey's issues for a moment. And
let's name them all. They're plentiful.
How much time do we have?
Ooh, we're actually running late.
Oh, the plus-sized victims, as the CW qualifies them, phenomenal. Yeah. National average-sized women who are just people going about their day. The commentary that they had to be these, like, what they call it, cows.
Chubby chasers.
Yeah, chubby chaser.
It was so diminutive in so many different ways, and I was like, sorry?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, because like, what year did this fucking episode come out?
It was like 2012, I want to say.
Oh, yeah, it was somewhere around there.
February 17th. Back to the addressing the Jeffrey acting. The combination, my favorite, absolute top lines from the show were the, I don't want to go. You don't have to go. I have to.
Okay.
You just said you didn't want to. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to, except I will because I have to.
Yeah. I have to.
Oh, God. My thing that bugged me was the way he talked to the dog. Like, everything he said was his little whiny voice. And I was like, I just want to throat punch you, my guy.
You could have.
And then when he destroyed Fido, like, what an awful human.
There's one redeeming thing I will say about Jeffrey. Is when he's sitting down and talking to Dean, about like being a victim and addressing like the mental side of what transpired after the exorcism. I think that might be something that gets overlooked. Again, I haven't seen much of the show, but that's something really to address in any sort of like hero fantasy sci-fi deal, because so often folks go through these horrific things and then they're just left with this like, oh, you were saved and that's the end of it. Not addressing like the mental fatigue and like his depression and like
real ass trauma, like that's big shit that he had to deal with, and then it's just left on his own without even really understanding it all fully. Like,
and just the fact that they just like Dean drops him at the hospital, is like, you good, even though he's like not even inside yet, and then leaves, and the guy's just like, yep, like no, that man is ruined for the rest of his life.
You say 3 broken fingers, 5 missing teeth, fractured ribs,
160 stitches.
That's an insane amount of stitches. My God.
Yeah, by at least 159 stitches. That's way too much.
I could deal with 1 or 2. No, thank you.
Jay, I'm really curious. You had some feelings about the library seeds that I would love for you to bring up.
So I will also use this moment to add my song of the day.
Oh, yes.
Which is Big Girls Don't Cry by Fergie. But the emphasis on the librarian's ass from the onset of her introduction was so weird.
Like every shot was framing it.
At one point
Go ahead.
At one point she's like leaning over and in a position that no one would make unless you're trying to let one out silently.
Which, like, hey, we've all been there. Okay.
Nah, just let them rip.
Oh, I was about to say you're probably a ripper.
Yeah, Beyblade not a sponsor, but
yeah,
get at us.
Ripper.
I shouldn't take sips while Jay is talking.
No,
it's just
bad
bad.
idea.
It was so confounding how many times they were just, from the back, at least, two-thirds of the shot, emphasizing the figure. But then they later go on and like address that, the boyfriend's a chubby chaser while actively giving fan service.
Yeah, it's a real bad mix.
It's really uncomfortable.
Yeah,
I agree.
Oh, and what was the thing that I freaked out about? Was it like take me on the discontinued periodicals?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a pretty hot line. They were writing fire when they wrote that one.
Just listen, I'd be lying to say I don't have a dream of making out with someone in a library, but that line just, boy howdy.
Wait,
what's your preferred section of the library?
You don't, or you do?
Preferred section? Poetry, my guy.
You would have a tryst in the poetry section?
I feel like you have too much respect for the poetry books to be like knocking them over, hitting stuff on the ground, like stepping on them.
Most of those poets were a bunch of weird, horny motherfuckers anyway, so.
You know what? That's true. They'd want you to do it there.
Yeah.
I mean, taking back shots by Emily Dickinson doesn't sound like my preferred.
Okay, so what's your favorite section to get railed in?
Encyclopedia Britannica. Like just that entire row that they always get.
Even just saying that gets me ready to go. It's like,
they fuck the world over, so
they can fuck me over or watch me fuck. I don't know.
Oh my God!
A little voyeurism in your voyage.
I do also have to say that this is the first episode that I've watched since I went to DC and met them. And so the whole time, my brain is just like,
wait, sorry. And just for the record on the podcast, when you say met them, I don't think the viewers know.
I'm referring to one Misha Collins, Jared Padalecki, and Jensen Ackles. I was sandwiched in a hug between Sam and Dean Winchester, and I will never be the same foundationally as a person.
I couldn't even imagine being able to be in a hug with Dean and Sam and them just leaning in and
Jared just leaned his head on my head, and my brain just went, Sam Winchester, protect.
He attack.
He does not attack, he just protects.
He hugged you back.
Yeah, and Jensen called me dear. So the whole episode I'm just thinking, I'm like, I know what they hug like.
I'm so glad you said hug and not feel. I know what they feel like.
I know their bodies.
Oh, no.
I'm intimately acquainted with their sensations. I'll also say they both smell amazing.
Yep, I was about. Yep. That was my next question.
Just your classic, like, pine box man smell it was great.
Okay. I can't help but notice that you didn't mention Misha there. You said both.
Oh, well, sorry. I was just thinking about that moment with them. Yeah, Misha also. Because I had a separate Misha photo op the day prior.
Fair.
And he was lovely.
I just wanted to make sure he didn't smell like ass.
No, he smelled great.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it was awesome. And when I went to go, like, he immediately put his arm around my shoulder, and so I was like, I don't know what to do with this arm that is next to him. So I just like put my arm around his waist because like it's right there. But then I had this moment where I was like, I'm like hugging Misha Collins' waist. This is fine. And I was very normal about it. By which I mean I have yet to recover.
Been basically comatose since getting back.
Yeah, I left so many brain cells in Washington, D.C. It's not even, it's rough out here.
Just call Hannah. She'll collect them up for you and send them back in the post. No big deal. Can't believe I just said in the post. Like, what am I, 80?
Yeah.
Anyway.
You're 80 or from the United Kingdom? Like, what?
Oh, both, probably.
You do have the energy of an 80-year-old man from the United Kingdom.
Oh my God, Elena, that is possibly the nicest thing you've ever said to me. That was so touching.
From my heart.
I will be thinking about that every night for the next 3 months. Minimum. Cool. Thank you.
Totally a normal thing to do. I support it.
Just kidding. I'm going to talk shit about it in my next podcast episode I record later. Anyway, I'll use this opportunity to jump in and throw my episode mixtape suggestion, which is No Time for Toxic People by Imagine Dragons.
Phenomenal.
I had to pick this one because it very much speaks to Jeffrey and his whole personification as I miss the power. Oh my God. It's no, motherfucker, you are a piece of shit and you liked being able to do bad things and not have quote unquote repercussions. And we don't stand for that. How do I remove someone from the call? Let me just... No, it felt fitting, and it kind of felt like the sooner he was out of the picture, the sooner we didn't have to deal with him anymore.
Yeah.
Fair.
Ooh, the one thing that I did sort of appreciate about Jeffrey's inclusion in this episode is that he almost seems like a foil, an opposite to Jimmy Novak, because the way that Jimmy Novak, for those of us who might not have watched that episode recently, Jay, is Castiel the angel's vessel, but he spends his whole life praying to angels, to God, like making himself ready to be a vessel, a willing vessel for an angel to come in and use whenever they need to. And this is the opposite side of it. It's somebody actively trying to get their demon pal back because they like that ability and the power and shit that he was able to do. So it felt to me like it was like the exact opposite on the spectrum from Cass.
Yeah, that's an interesting point I hadn't considered.
Right? It was fun. I was like, this is the dark Jimmy Novak right here.
I do think as well, it was a very nice little plot twist to have, like, when he summons the demon picked someone else.
Yeah.
Like, that was kind of an interesting choice.
I liked that.
The dancing was awkward as fuck, and I hated it very much.
Yeah.
But
demons being demons, man.
Yep.
Demons being demons. Also,
go ahead.
The demon never was named.
Nope.
Oh, no, they weren't. Lost Cannon.
Most demons don't get named, right?
No, they do, generally.
I mean,
Ruby, Meg,
if we have one demon in an episode, sure. But if we have...
Yeah, like one-off demons, I guess, typically don't.
Because, like, the amount of demons that they've killed without getting names is probably in the double digits.
Double digis.
They got those double digit demons. Double digit demon deaths.
Oh, there's the episode title.
Damn it. Double digit demon deaths through delusions.
Ooh, dropping a lot of
I think that on the note of it being about delusions, I think it was like it kind of ties into the fact that the demon chooses somebody else because he's like deluded into like thinking he had something special with this demon.
Yeah.
And completely not the case. The demon's just like, no, bro, like you just were there. Like
I met you is basically like a one night stand for the demon, right?
Yeah.
Like this demon's been around for who knows how long because we don't get any backstory or history about them, which we don't really need. Like,
but Jeffrey's like been totally in love with him and is like, you guys don't even know my demon boyfriend lives in Canada. Like, you know,
he goes to a different school.
Yeah, you know, just so appropriate because they, you know,
I do like that.
And he got closure. The demon enjoyed his time in Jeffrey.
Yep.
I was inside Jeffrey.
When I was inside Jeffrey, I thought, what if I kill more people?
Very accurate representation, Noah.
I do also like that Nora, first of all, learned how to do exorcisms. Badass.
Good for her.
We love that shit. But also is somebody who can stay with her brother having to deal with the fallout of being possessed by a demon. So now like she's got the know-how to be like, hey, yeah, that was fucked up, but I'm here for you. I'll talk you through this. We got this.
Yeah.
Something that Jeffrey didn't have. And I do wonder how his reality might have changed if he did have somebody like that. I still think he would have been problematic and bad, but he would have at least had someone to reel him in sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, there's no way of knowing. He made his bad choices and got what he deserved.
I also loved how when we were watching that possession scene, I can't remember exactly what it was that Jay said, but it's something to the effect of when she was like, said the last words of the exorcism, and she was like, Audi nos, and he was just like, Audi nos, Toyota, yes. Something to that effect. It made me laugh quite a bit.
Damn. Can't wait till we can watch episodes of Supernatural together, Jay. It's going to be so good.
Oof, I am busy that day.
Oh, you know what? This is a good time to throw a little mention in here. Hey, if you guys aren't aware, Elena, Jay, and I are going to go on a cross-country road trip / bike trip.
Woo!
Promoting
yeah.
mental health, queer poetry, and D&D in so many different places all across the state. Jay, is there a link you have ready for?
Oh, #humble, #blessed, #ball is life. You can and all information at thebadactivist.org or thebadactivist across all social media for more details. There will also be a stream that follows some of the journey. I'm sure we'll share some more here as we visit some of these places. I go by Asphalt Futon on Twitch. That being said, we've actually, I couldn't tell you how to pronounce it because I'm not a fancy bitch, but Coeur d'Alene, the town that they were in.
Oh, yeah.
Coeur d'Alene.
Fair. I've been there.
I
stopped by a spot called Jimmy's for a lunch when I was on tour.
Are we going to be passing through this time?
I mean, it's Idaho.
Idaho, so probably not.
No, Idahos.
Idahos all together.
You know, if we find enough,
that's what the young German children wear, right? Idahosen.
Oh my God, no!
I think that's. I'm pretty sure.
Knee slapper.
It's a big one.
Knee slapper. I hardly know her.
Oh, that was worse. Anyway, go check that out. Thebadactivist.org. There's a fundraiser.
We'll put the link in the description for the episode.
You know we're good at that shit.
Also, I'm sure some of you have contributed because of your connection with these fine folks. Y'all have already gotten us to 20% of our goal for the tour, and that's phenomenal.
Yeah,
that is so cool.
We still have several months left in this fundraiser, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, another 5 months, and then 4 or 5 months after that. No, 6 months after that. Then we leave, so we'll have all of our supplies at this pace, ready for sure. So
yeah.
Well, hey, if you have contributed or are going to after this episode, we appreciate you. We thank you, and we can't wait to share the journey with you along the way.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and you can best believe there will be plenty of extracurricular, supernatural, bonusy content because we
will be going
through
the one and only
Lawrence, Kansas.
Oh.
So
yeah, just best believe Elena and I will be insufferable.
Look forward to the AMV of us set to carry on Wayward Son, running around Lawrence like idiots.
Oh fuck, that's gonna be good.
It's gonna be fire.
But anyway, back to the Supernatural episode. I did not like the scene in the library where Lucifer made Sam hallucinate. Everybody slamming their heads into tables. Oh, no, thank you. The special effects were really good. It looked like people were slamming their heads.
It was very distressing.
But wow, did not like it.
It was such a tonal shift.
Yeah.
In terms of the seriousness of what was happening. They went from showing, a librarian's ass with a demon flicking his tongue at Sam to just people smashing their head in. Yeah. I don't know if they were trying to juxtapose it or if it was just in a lack of awareness in presentation.
I think it was probably that.
I think it was probably a bit of both because the way that Lucifer has shown himself to work previously is that he I'm just a little guy, you can trust me, and then spooks you with some really intense shit, and then is but I'm just a little guy, just listen to me. And so doing both of those basically back to back.
Yeah.
I don't know. It gets you to like let your guard down again. I don't know. In my eyes, that's like what he does constantly.
And it's why I hate it.
Yeah, it's bad. It's a manipulator tactic that is toxic. And you know what? We don't have no time for toxic people by Imagine Dragons.
And when
I'd
you're
like
listening,
to offer my contribution, "Toxic" by Britney Spears.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure we've used that at some other point, but we'll use it again because it's appropriate.
Yeah, I very much appreciate that. We've got 2 songs on this list by female icons of the phenomenal level, and 2 songs that mention toxicity. So, you know, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Solid ass mixtape.
Song recommendation is.
Oh, that's a really good song. You should record bits of Bean saying meow or meow or meow, and then send like 90 of them to me, and I'll figure out a way to.
I'll have to find a way to get the recording of the sound she just made, which was that I'm going to jump out of your arm, so I'm going to go. Great.
And now, cat impressions by each of us.
No.
For the listeners at home,
how long we can go.
For the listeners at home, just because I've probably edited it out because I'm pretty good about that, there was a solid 5 seconds of silence between when I made my noise and Elena said no. So, thanks, guys. Felt
good. A long time. No, I'll give mine. The beat does. She goes, me.
No. How did that feel, Elena? How did that feel?
Terrible, horrible, awful.
Yeah.
Only a monster would do such a thing.
Yes, correct. Jay?
All right, you ready? Memories all alone.
Jay, I didn't think I could love you anymore. Holy fuck. Can we please watch Cats like multiple times on the road trip next year? Because I'm not even making a joke. It's one of my favorite movies of all time because it's so fucking dumb. And everybody in it gives their heart and soul. And the music is also fantastic. So it's like, if anybody out there listening has the butthole cut, send it my way. You know where I'm at. Tweet it at us. Queering Things Pod.
Release
Queering
the brown
Things Pod. Guys, I have the butthole cut.
I've got it. I've got an exclusive.
So when they took those poop reshoots,
they had to cut out so many different shits off the street. It was a whole thing. There was like a team of 70 people. One of my favorite things about it is I went to see it opening weekend because like it looks like a train wreck.
Wait, did you see the cut that had like Judi Dench's actual hands?
Yes. The best part is for the NSA out there, this next part is a joke. We took some edibles right beforehand and went in, and first of all, some of the trailers.
That's the only way you're gonna get me to watch that movie.
There's that one Barb and Star go to Del Mar something, and the trailers just cuts of like a forehead of a lady while she's talking, and then it's like the cut of a jawline of a different lady as she's talking, and I was like, are we all seeing the same thing, guys? This is not a trailer, right? Like, this is fucked up. I don't know what went wrong here. But then halfway through the movie, James Corden jumps through a wall and he passes through the wall. And oh, what's that on the other side? It's James Corden in a green suit. That doesn't feel like it should have stayed there. Judi Dench has her whole ass real hand. There were shoes galore. You could see so many shoes on so many different people. I was like, I don't know what's happening. I don't
feel like I've ever heard of a movie being released that unprepared and needing to re-release while it was in theaters.
A week after release. Like, it was so fast.
It's like, guys, if it took you that fast, then why didn't you just do it beforehand, you know?
Worst case scenario, delay it a week. You'll release at Christmas. Like, fuck off. Oh my God, it was so funny, though. So it holds a special place in my heart. And so I thank you for bringing memory into this episode.
That's why I'm here.
Yes.
Bean's mixtape suggestion is that song.
Memory. By whomst? That's the best question. Are you picking the Angelica Houston one? Oh, okay, yeah. By Jay. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Also, Taylor Swift was in that movie. Guys, what is happening? Like, what?
Yeah, that's
Taylor
the
Swift was a cat
on
a moon who drugs a room full of people into having an orgy? What?
Okay, now I'm kind of intrigued.
I'm telling you, dude, but don't watch it without me.
I won't.
If you're going to watch it, it's got to be with me there.
I will. I'm not going to get to watch it till next year because I'm going to save it.
We can do a live stream where we hop on Jay's Twitch because he's got a lot of followers. Jay, do you have a Twitch? I don't know if you have a Twitch.
I do.
Okay, yeah. Do you have a lot of followers?
Yeah, it's growing.
Okay, it's more than my 3, so it's probably fine. We should make a Queering Things Twitch. That'd be fun to hop in and do some games every once in a while.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't even.
Yeah. No,
Don't give me ideas.
I like that idea a lot. Hey, listeners, if you would like to watch our group play some games occasionally, let us know. We'll get a Twitch started. That'd be really fun.
Yeah. I
Okay.
actually very into that, honestly.
Honestly, okay, we could do shit.
We could do occasional live episodes.
Oh, whoa. Now you're just talking crazy right now. That would actually, I'm going to hit up the group chat.
I mean, we can cut this bit out, but like, especially for when we're on the road, like live episodes from Lawrence, Kansas. Come on Twitch.
Oh my God. You know, we're going to have to record episodes while we're in Lawrence. Like,
oh yeah.
We'll probably do 2 just because we'll be there one night, sure. But like we can pull up the energy to do 2 episodes in a row.
I mean, we'll be there for 6 days, 5 days.
Yeah.
What? Really?
Yeah. I mean, according to the schedule, you know, we all have different schedules because of things that we're doing.
Yeah.
But I have 5 days. So Lawrence is all a part of the like gap between Kansas City and Topeka. It's just that same neighborhood. Yeah. Also know a lot of folks there.
Shit. Okay.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah, I love my time in Kansas, except Topeka.
What Topeka?
Other than, so maybe this will work its way somewhere. There are paranormal dog walkers. It's a big thing.
Sorry, let me parse that sentence in my head real quick. Paranormal dog walkers. Are the people that walk the dogs paranormal, or are the dogs themselves paranormal? Or is the walk paranormal?
Nobody's normal in it, but they do tours where they visit sites where there are paranormal activities. And then
walking dogs?
Yeah.
Okay, so the walk is paranormal. Okay.
Yeah.
I like
those were the first people that we met when we got to Topeka. So Shannon and I walked in, super late. And yeah, first group of people we met, paranormal dog walkers. The very next group was a drag night at a bar that no longer exists. So we were like, we have found like crown jewel of humanity in terms of things like that neither of us can relate to, but absolutely are going to have fun being a part of.
Yeah.
Oh, and I just love
dog walking.
Guys, can we do a drag show somewhere along the road?
Oh, so I can finally introduce my drag persona, Thick All for Them?
Yes. Yes, finally. I'll have to come up with a good one before then, but...
And Elena, if you say it kind of like all for them...
Oh, shit.
Oh.
That was good. Actually,
Thick all for them.
That's good. That's pretty good. I figured out mine, actually. It's going to be J Atlas.
Hell yeah.
Pretty good, right?
Pretty solid.
Yeah. I'm going to go with ubiquitous.
Ubiquitous.
Hell yeah.
Do you think anyone on the tour will get to meet Nutella Thunder?
It depends on how much I drink.
I was about to say, that's what happens when you drink a lot, huh? Okay.
And listen, I don't know if this is going to make it into the episode. I'm going to let y'all know. Poppy Two Tops is like a heavy night of drinking, Jay, where I just acquire a second hat from somewhere.
Oh, nice. Poppy Two Tops. Okay.
If you steal mine, I've fight.
Experienced Poppy Two Tops. I just didn't know it had a name.
Yeah. As I've recently found out, that's my like indicator.
What happens if you get more?
Then eventually, Nutella Thunder comes back out, and
all the hats come off.
He reemerges after like hat 4.
I take things off.
Oh,
the more I drink Poppy Two Tops, I add a layer, and then I start taking more off.
Okay,
and I become
but not the hats. You take off the shirt, keep the hats.
That'd be impressive.
That'd be really cool. Shit.
Just walking around a bar shirtless with 4 baseball caps.
I was thinking some extra types of caps in there. Like there'd be a baseball cap at the bottom, obviously, and then a like cowboy hat. Then you get a newsy cap. Then you get another baseball cap, and then a beret on top of that.
And a sombrero if we're feeling real spicy.
Hey, we're not going.
I become
far enough south for that.
Wait, what'd you say, Jay?
The more I drink, the more unreasonably athletic I become.
Yeah, it's true.
It's more. It's not that you're. It's about the confidence behind the athleticism.
To be fair, I do carry refrigerators around on the regular.
Yeah. Do a flex for us real quick.
A washing machine.
Oh my God! You broke the camera. Jesus Christ! We can't see Jay anymore. He flexed too hard. You know that scene in Transformers?
Just died from yesing too hard.
He's like, so the life in the disco ball reflects off the mirror from. He's like,
wait, no, you're like actually swole. Like, what the hell?
I'm just skinny.
No, like you. I'm just like,
and I record shirtless, so that helps a little bit.
I mean, as Sun's Out, Buns Out season comes to an end here in Philadelphia.
First of all, it's never over. I'll always have my buns out. Just say the word and I'll drop them. wait. That sounded... Well, that's fine. It's out there. Oh, I might edit that bit out. We'll see. Dean falls asleep the way that I like to fall asleep, where he flops onto the bed and says, "Screw consciousness."
Yeah, I did love that line. I don't like flop onto my stomach, but screw consciousness. I was like, I feel like I've actually said that just unironically previously. Because I'll say shit like existence. I wouldn't recommend it. Like, it's just not...
face down, ass up is not the way I like to sleep.
It's ass up, then face down.
I love the off-screen giggle.
That was good because Jay walked off to grab something, but heard the joke, and so the chuckle was extra quiet. But it was a knee slapper. I could hear it. I heard the knee slap. Oh, also, I've made a point of pointing out. I make sure to point out whenever I see GIFs that I've seen before on the internet. And Lucifer saying, "Good morning, Vietnam." Yeah, that's been all over. So that was fun, but
cringe.
I wasn't happy to see it. It did make me feel good. Also, I have a note that says, I always love when they push the story into the credits, but this one hurt. And I don't remember what the audio was that they pushed into the credits.
Oh,
but I remember it happened.
We have the technology.
Do we? Okay, because they did it in 709 with Dean and Sam saying, Bobby, you know, when he got shot.
Yeah.
They did it in 710 when the ticking of the clock as Bobby made his decision.
Can we, I want to address one of my other favorite lines.
Yes.
This should be another favorite because there's only one
there's so many favorite.
Yeah. There's one where they jump him in the alleyway. Like early on in the episode, they grab him, and it fades or cuts to black, which is a terrible cut. It's like a second too long.
Yep.
And he goes, "Hey, okay, look, it's okay. You're okay. Sorry, I just had to make sure. Make sure of what? That I pee my pants today?"
Fuck.
And I feel like that should be included. That should be like a regular line in Supernatural.
Maybe we should just make it part of our daily vocabulary.
Yeah, just yell abruptly at someone. Just go, ah! You said to make sure I pee my pants.
For your information, it was Lucifer cackling as the room burns around Sam.
That's right. That's why I didn't like it. Because it was about Lucifer.
Yeah.
I get it now. Thanks for looking that up. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate your mom.
Yeah.
What's up now?
Cool lady.
But speaking of the end of the episode, we should probably slide into our final and some might say favorite section of the episode. It's our character blessing. Who would you guys like to bless this episode? Elena, do you want to go first? Give Jay, show him the ropes.
Sure.
Let him know how it goes.
I am gonna bless Sam this episode because sweet baby boy just wants to take a nap and Lucifer is not letting him have a nice time. And I think that that's mean of him. And I want good things for Sam, especially after he hugged me so nicely. So yeah, my blessings this week go to Sammy baby.
Totally fair. I like it. Jay, how about you?
Well, as you know, I'm super familiar with this. So I'm going to bless the rains down in Africa.
Jay, I fucking love you so much. I can't wait until we get to terrorize Elena in person together. Oh, Elena has left the call. Elena is no longer sharing video. You know
Elena, come back.
You can blame it all on Jay and Noah. But
if I had
you actually wrote rains down in Africa in the document.
Of course I did. Yes.
If I had to choose a serious bless someone,
oh god,
it would be the watcher. Whoever, if you're a plus size individual watching this episode, I hope that you feel loved and supported and cared for and known as somebody who is worthwhile just for being you.
Hell yeah.
Wow. Okay. So not only
you take it from absolute nonsense and tomfoolery to feelings.
You took it, you made the joke first because that's who you are, but then you followed it up with some really meaningful blessing. Like, damn.
See, most of our blessings are on this level right here, and Jay just took blessings to a whole nother level.
Also, as a plus size person, you best believe I'm gonna have my cake.
Hell yeah.
And eat it too. The pause there was way too long. Jesus. Okay.
I just had cake earlier. I'm probably gonna have cake again later. There's so much cake left over.
What kind of cake?
A sheet cake that Jay got for my birthday last week.
What flavor sheet cake?
It is marble cake with delightful vanilla icing.
Oh.
And flowers that are very nice.
Intersectional pastries in this house.
Yes,
sir. Me personally, I'm a pie guy.
Hell yeah, pie over cake any day.
All day.
There is a pie downstairs. I've not had any of it yet, but
What flavor pie?
It is pumpkin, isn't it?
No, it's sweet potato, but blueberry is the best pie, hands down.
Personally, I'm a cherry guy, but I do enjoy blueberry.
Cherry is third on my pie list.
Okay, now we got to know what's number 2, Jay. You can't introduce the first and the third and not tell us number 2.
Apple.
Okay, that's
so it's for you. It's blueberry, apple, sweet potato,
cherry.
What blueberry? What cherry? Where did?
Wait, you said blueberry.
You definitely did say blueberry pie.
You 100% said blueberry just a second ago.
No, I was thrown off by the sweet potato.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
That's why you said blueberry.
Blueberry, yeah. I had to reset
I was like, did I hallucinate that? And I was like, you definitely said he loves blueberry.
Let me start your list over. Please stop. I'm going to start over at blueberry. But then you paused in the middle of that and we're like, what? It was unrerelated to the blueberry.
It offended me deeply. But yeah.
You said cherry is your third favorite.
Yeah, peach is phenomenal, but I prefer it as a cobbler over a pie.
Which, to be fair, typically I count cobblers as a type of pie. It's an extended pie.
Even though they don't have a switch personality, cobblers all bottom, no top.
Well, sorry. The way my aunt makes it, it's definitely a switch. It has some toppings. But
okay.
I need you both to know how deep and abiding my love for your nonsense is.
Hey, we're staying apolitical here, all right?
Absolutely. Abiding. I swear. It took me a second, but I agreed before I got it. Cherry, blackberry, lemon meringue, or key lime. I could go either way on those two.
Ooh, those are good.
I need to explore pie more as a concept.
Yeah, you do. American pie.
Yeah.
I feel like a cross-country road trip to places where they're really good at making pies would be good.
Yeah, I feel like there has to be a place in Lawrence that makes really good pies because of
you
Winchester.
best believe we're getting pie in Lawrence, Kansas.
Right? Gotta be.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, my blessing this week.
Yeah, who are you blessing, Noah?
Pies, apparently. Damn. I think I'm gonna have to bless. Oh my god! Wait 1 second.
The purple pie man, known enemy of strawberry shortcake.
Purple. You best believe I'm googling that after that to see if that's a real thing. Anyway, I'm gonna bless.
Right now, I'm not even waiting.
I'm streaming my screen for y'all, so I didn't want to subject everyone to that horror. Anyway, I'm blessing Nora. I'm going to bless Nora this week.
Oh, God, I have regrets.
And not because she has 3 out of 4 of the same letters as my name, but because she is putting in the work and the effort to make sure that she and her brother are safe. And that's some shit that I do for my siblings, you know? And so I respect people out there who would be making those sorts of decisions to make sure they're prepared because they know that demons are real now. And I just want to bless her for that and hope that the next few years are much better for her and her brother.
I hope that wiccanwhatever.org goes wonderfully for her.
Hell yeah.
Whatever.org?
No, the Wiccan something website that she had.
Oh, that's right.
Also, Noah, isn't Nora just the way they pronounce it in Australia?
Nora, are you all right? Good day, Nora. Sorry, Beth, Jamie, I love you guys. That is sort of how you say my name sometimes. I love it. Don't get me wrong.
Nora.
Hope you don't listen to this, but
lovely.
August will probably tweet at you about it. We'll see. Nora. Fuck. Okay.
It sounds like you're trying to talk like that Ermagerd meme from back in the day.
The condensation.
We've got Alana, Nora, and Jai.
Jai.
Nora?
And Alina. I think they throw some Alina. Alina Darcy. Noah Brass. Jay Apples. Pretty good. Guys, maybe I should bring an Australian character into the D&D thing.
Oh my.
I'll join if I can play as Steve Irwin.
Oh my god, yes. So here you see the wild demon creature, and it just seems to be like tearing through everybody, and I've lost it, but because I was
Just
trying too hard to think about.
a necromancer cleric, Steve Irwin.
Here we go.
Fuck yeah. Well, you know he'd be a druid.
Sorry, I would say necromancer druid or necromancer
ranger.
Ranger's a good one.
Yeah,
I can see ranger or druid. Both are applicable for him. Could not see anything else. He's not a barbarian. He could be a sorcerer with the way that he cast a spell in my heart.
He was the first white guy to be invited to the cookout.
Fuck yeah, he was. You fucking know it. You know that TikTok that's like, and Mark, and we love Mark.
Oh yeah,
that was originally about Steve Irwin.
Mark is
our friend Steve. Steve Irwin. That's who it was really about originally.
I'd like to bless Steve Irwin this episode.
I use my off recording blessings for Steve Irwin.
Constantly.
Humble brag.
Hashtag humble, hashtag blessed, hashtag Ball's life.
Always for Steve Irwin.
You know what? Hey guys, I think that brings us to the end of the episode. Wow, isn't that so weird how that happened? Thanks so much for coming on, guys. This was a blast. I love it. Jay,
I'm so delighted. I've been wanting to get Jay on an episode for like ever. So
I have been right there with you, fighting the good fight, trying to get Jay, no matter how many bad things August and Sam say about him. Because I don't know if listeners
know that Jay and I have known each other for 30 years.
I just wanted to leave that pause there so that they could all think about how old they are themselves, because the majority of our audience is below 30, I think.
Yep.
Haven't checked in a while.
Yeah, all you Utes in your 20s. No, not you actually going to check.
I'm just gonna check while we do the outro.
Gwyneth outro.
Or it's going to crash my Chrome. Either one of those.
Could do that.
So, hey, thanks for tuning in. Jay, is there anywhere on the internet that people can find you if they want? Besides, I mean, I know we mentioned your socials earlier. Asphalt Futon on most places, or some places. The Bad Activist on all of the others. Badactivist.org.
If you're thinking about following me, you can find me there, but unfollow me. Don't follow me, okay?
Oh, he's a chaotic follow
me. I'm trying to get to 0 followers, all right?
Then stop touring. Stop making friends. Like, what? Jay,
stop being a good person that people
stop being like one of the coolest motherfuckers. Like,
unfollow me, block me on all socials. The Bad Activist on most, Asphalt Futon elsewhere. Unfollow, unsubscribe, block. Thank you.
Hey listeners, trust me, don't. And as a personal favor to me and Elena, I think it'd be really funny if we got Jay more listeners, more followers because of this episode.
Like, I need Jay to have every follower.
Yes. You don't have to follow me or Elena. I don't give a shit about that. But follow Jay because he doesn't.
Listen, I'm just shit posting about candles and crystals. So
why did you have to upsell yourself while you're trying to downplay yourself? But like,
sorry, you're so deep.
It's like that. It's the big meme where it's like, oh
sorry
my god, I'm so excited to follow Elena.
The universe and
then
being
Elena's
to all beings.
I just shit post about crystals and candles. And it's like, I already said I was excited to follow. You don't have to sell me more. Like, what? Like, come on, chill.
As I toss around a selenite crystal ball.
But anyway, Jay, I hope we get you on for a later episode at some point in the show because this was a blast. Maybe we'll record one on the road next year. Who knows?
We're gonna record many on the road next year. Let's be honest, okay? So make sure you are subscribed to Saving People Queering Things wherever you listen to your podcast and share our show with your friends. Except don't share us with anyone.
What the fuck, Elena? You have one job in the end here, and it's to not listen to the shit that Jay is putting out there. What the hell? I swear to piss.
You can also choose to not join our free Discord where there's nothing fun that ever occurs. And don't catch up on our season mixtapes because they're just trash.
How do I remove someone from the I swear, I think I made this joke earlier.
No, please do in fact join our Discord server. We have a lot of fun over there. Catch up on the latest season mixtapes and all of our other fun stuff at our website, queeringthingspodcast.com.
Also, if you haven't checked it out yet, Queering People Saving Throws, it's our main crew along with KJ of Supernatural Opinions taking a dive into a queer D&D adventure, releasing some Fridays right here on our feed. And maybe tune in a little while later and maybe Jay makes it on at some point. Who knows? We don't know. Side note, it'd be really fun to do like a little guest episode where I introduce like an NPC who's like controlled by Jay and is like fighting against the party at some point. That'd be really cool. Jay, what do you think?
I wouldn't be mad about it.
Yeah, I'll show up if I can put the AOS in chaos.
AOS and chaos.
I love that.
Okay, good.
Be sure to ride along with us next week as we explore Season 7, Episode 16, Out with the Old, through the theme of obscurement.
Thank you all for coming along for the ride. We wish you a peaceful road until we meet again. Just a quick question. Can you end the episode with the Dean Winchester voicemail?
Voicemail?
Yeah, the leave your name, number, and nightmare at the tone.